Welcoming guys to our recap every single NFL team for the 2022 season. We're in the NFC West again with the Arizona Cardinals, and you look at the 2021 season compared to 2022. 2021 they had that great start, in my opinion, when they got to the playoffs, lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions, the Rams. Get to the 2022 season, and they give Kyler Murray this big contract of $160 million. Because he's not doing his homework and studying tape on opponents when he's doing his downtime. Bit of a red flag. Why did you put that clause in there? Because you know he doesn't do the work. So you're giving this guy a 3-year, three-year deal, $161 million? When, in my opinion, Kyler Murray's a decent quarterback. Kyler Murray's one of those quarterbacks that is a decent secondary quarterback. He isn't a quarterback that's going to win you a Super Bowl or anything like that. He's a good quarterback. He's good to decent. I wouldn't put Kyler Murray ahead of a Joe Burrow or a Mahomes or a Jalen Hurts or a Herbert. I won't put him ahead of any of those guys because they've either been to a Super Bowl or they've proved that they're better than him. Just work ethic and leadership. So anyway, Kyler Murray gets that big contract. In the draft, they did bad in the draft. He got Trey McBride, tight end, Cameron Thompson, defensive end, Majaya Sanders, defensive end, and Christian Matthews, cornerback. So they heavily invested in the defensive side of the ball in this draft, apart from Trey McBride was a tight end. Jonathan Gannon came in to become the new head coach for the Cardinals for the 2023 season, because Kingsbury got fired. Rightfully so. They was 4-13, last in the NFC West. They was 4-13. Cliff Kingsbury got fired. Steve Kern left before he could get fired. So both of those guys got fired. J.J. Watt retired. You had A.J. Brown retire after the season, so again, two big holes in that defensive side of the ball with J.J. Watt retiring. You had A.J. Green on the offensive side of the ball retire. And then you got to look at people that this Cardinals front office needs. It needs overhauling on the roster. You look at DeAndre Hopkins, he was injured for 11, 12 weeks. Kyler Murray got injured. Again, I look at DeAndre Hopkins, trade him away, and see what you can get, what money you can get for him. I also look at when Kyler Murray was injured, we had Colt McCauley, who started a couple of the games. He looked okay, but you need to address the quarterback position. You've got a new GM, Monty Sensford is the new GM for 2023. You've got a new head coach in Jonathan Gannon from the Eagles for that defensive side of the ball. You also, the previous regime got Hollywood Brown in. That wasn't a good acquisition either. But what did they need in the draft? They have a third round pick, first overall, so they need to get a quarterback. They need to get one of the top two quarterbacks in this draft. So they need to get a quarterback. They need to get a top three quarterback in this draft. They need an edge, defensive line. You need to work on the defensive side of the ball like an edge, defensive line, cornerback, and then work on the offensive side of the ball, like offensive tackle, wide receiver, running back, inside linebacker. Work on the trenches, and stuff like that. And then you've got passing yards. There was 18th in passing yards, rushing yards 22nd, points for 21st, points against 31st. So again, there's a lot of things going on with the Cardinals. Big rebuilding job.